Hello everybody, it's Lloyd from Blackpool Air Rifles again. It's been a while since I've done a video, but I've saved up something special for you. Something special's coming today, so it's the perfect time to do another video. We've got a new air rifle, and an interesting new air rifle. Well, it's not new, I mean it's been on the market for a little while, but it's new to us, and I don't think there's anybody actually officially importing these as far as I know yet. One or two people have brought these guns in on their own, but we're going to be officially importing them, which is great. Now, we heard about a company called Edgun quite a few years ago. In fact, a few of our customers brought guns in that they'd bought direct from Edgun, and they were lovely. They're really, really nice guns, but they were always a little bit difficult to get hold of, and communicating with Edgun was not the easiest thing in the world, etc., etc. And we sort of left it, to be honest with you, because we didn't know how successful they were going to be. And over the years, we got more and more customers sort of saying, yeah, I bought an egg gun and it's fantastic, I love it, and Lloyd, you should stock it, etc., etc. They brought a new model out, well, newish model out called the Leshiy. We had a lot of people asking us about it, so I thought, do you know what, let's give it a go, see what they're like, order some samples. And here they are. They just literally arrived about an hour ago, so you will have to excuse me if I'm not 100% au fait with the way these things work, etc., etc., but I think I've got a good handle on it. So, you know, this is my first impressions, and what I promise to do is I'll do another video, a proper video next week, because this is going to be very short and sweet, but I'll do a proper video next week and explain a little bit more about the rifle. We haven't actually tested it thoroughly yet. We haven't done accuracy tests. We haven't done number of shots tests. All we've done is this is just an initial impressions, and I suppose you could call it an unboxing video because it is a box and we're going to take it out of the box, but I'll give you a quick demo. So anyway, this is the Edgun Leshiy. It comes in a tiny little box like that. It is a rifle. We've checked the specs. It's definitely classed as a rifle, so it is UK legal. And when you open the box, this is exactly how it comes. You get a nice little polystyrene inner. You get an instruction manual. And you get a piece of tape that says UK legal output, just to confirm that we're getting the right ones, and the rifle itself. Okay, so let's take that out and let you have a good look. I'm going to move the box out of the way so we can get a better look at it. Okay, this is the Edgun Leshiy. It looks crazy, doesn't it? I mean, you know, literally we've all just got it out of the box about half an hour ago, and everybody's really sort of quite amazed by it. It's so different to what I've seen so far. In fact, actually, one of the staff, Andy's just bought one. He's took one look at it and he's fallen in love with it and he's having it. So I'll show you what Andy's just been messing about with in a minute. But this is the Leshiy. Okay, as you can see, it is a folding stock, and what's very interesting is the actual the stock is the reservoir. By the way, if anybody's already seen these Leshiys, I'm sorry, but you know I'm showing this for everybody who's never even seen one before, and there's a lot of people who've just never even heard of this particular gun. So you've got a folding stock there. That is the cylinder. And if I just turn it round, you can see there is a gauge on the end that goes from 0 to, I think it's 350 bar. And another thing that's interesting about this, I'm probably getting ahead of myself here, but this actually fills to 300 bar, or up to 300 bar, and it is regulated. So you're going to get more shots than probably the volume would suggest, and at much better consistency. So basically all you do is, as you can see, you just unfold it. Okay, so and literally, I'll turn it round so you can see there. It just literally clicks into place. It's like a manual detent, so it just click into place like that. Okay, if I unclick it again, what you'll see there is you've actually got the little detent for the back of the stock, and you've got the back of the barrel or the breech. Okay, so that's where the pellets go. They are available in different calibers. I think it's 1.72225 and is it 30? Andy, is it 30?
No, just the first three.
Just up, right, there we go. I know nothing. So basically 177, 22 and 25. They are doing them in FAC as well. 12 foot-pounds, and Andy, go on, tell me, because you've probably
32 and 2.5.
32 foot-pounds in 2.5, which is I think is more than enough. Okay, so you can see that there. And please interject, guys, if I'm not right about anything, okay? Because you'll all be helping me on this video. Thank you. Okay, and so you can see the pellet goes in the back. So lovely and simple mechanism. And what is interesting, the way it cocks, is they're using the folding stock to actually cock it. You can see there's a little hammer. I'm sorry, we're not doing close-ups today. It's such a rush. Very unprofessional, etc. But there is a little pin there, and what happens is when you actually start to close it, you can see that this will actually push the hammer forward, okay? And it also puts the safety catch on if it's cocked far enough. Let me explain. So, okay, you've basically got your Leshiy, you've got your scope on it, you're ready to shoot. How does it actually work? Okay, so you're holding it, and all you need to do is that breaks. This actually is the cocking mechanism that pushes the hammer forward. If you take it forward to about, what's that, 130, 140 degrees, something like that, that actually will cock the mechanism. If you take it to the whole 180 degrees, that will also put the safety catch on. So in other words, say you're one of these people who don't like automatic safety catches, you'll get used to cocking this rifle until you get it to a certain point. You'll hear an audible click that says that the gun is actually cocked, and then you'll be able to close it again and the safety catch will not come on. If you actually go all the way, it pushes the safety catch on and that is ready to go. So once you've done that, you put the pellet in the end into the breech, close it up again, and that is ready to fire. Safety catch off, okay, and then fire. It's not particularly, this obviously is an inbuilt silencer as well. It's not particularly noisy. With a pellet in it, it's much quieter. So I'll just cock that again so you can see that, in fact, I'll turn it around that way. You can now see that that is pushing that to the cocked position. So that's actually cocking it. I don't know whether you heard that, probably not over my incessant talking, but you could see that the trigger unit actually moved ever so slightly and there was an audible click. So that means now it's cocked. And then if you go further forward like that, it actually just seems to work by actually pressing the safety catch on manually. Sounds a bit Heath Robinson, but it works, so I can't see any issue, and it keeps it nice and simple, and that's what I like about this gun. There's some really nice simple features on it. Okay, pellet in the back. Close it back up again. Well, I don't know whether people do this with their own Leshies if you've got one, but I also found that if you're holding it and firing it, if you actually break it like that and cock it to there, you can actually then get a pellet in, feed it in manually and close it back up again, and it's actually quite quick. So you could theoretically pellet in, close, fire, ready to go again. I'm not 100% sure whether that is a technique that anybody uses, but it seems to make sense. I'll test it in the field and see if it actually works out okay. Okay, a couple of other little things. Like I say, it's a 300 bar fill. There is a little sliding probe cover here. Okay, again, I'll turn it around and show you. The sliding probe cover is there, so you'll put the probe in, put up to 300 bar in. Very, very neat and tidy. You've got a little carabiner there if you want to attach it to, I don't know, your key rings or something. Oh, God knows why you would use it. Backpack, there you go. Underpants. So you could attach it to there. And we have got a power adjuster, but for the UK, these are actually going to be locked. The power adjuster is actually at the front. You've got a nice little Picatinny rail underneath, so you can put your little accessories on. What I actually thought of would be a little hand grip would be quite cool. Now, you can get hand grips for soft air rifles that would actually fold up and click back down again. If I'd known these were coming today, I would have brought one of those in to show you. So again, maybe on Monday, if I've got half a brain, I'll remember to bring it in and I'll show you the little hand mechanism there. So you could put that on it, red dots, lasers, etc, etc. Telescopic sights on the top. Don't forget, if you're buying one of these, you'll need Picatinny mounts, okay? Weaver mounts and not air rifle mounts. It seems this is a fashion that's basically destined to continue. I think eventually most air rifles will be Picatinny, a standard to basically match everything that's available on firearms virtually. Apart from that, I mean, incredible size. I have completely forgot to weigh it, so we're going to actually weigh it now while I show you this other thing. Andy, Would you like to weigh that, sir, for me? So we know.
Certainly.
And I'll show you what Andy's done to his already, because Andy likes playing with stuff and putting bits and bobs on it. And that is Andy's rifle all built. He's put a little 2-7 Hawk on it, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. And he's put one of these Atlas bipods. They're not Atlas, they're a copy of some description, but they're a damn sight cheaper than Atlas, and they seem to work. But it's like an Atlas styly bipod on that, and I think that looks really, really interesting. Still very light and weight, great field gun. Yeah, okay, the disadvantage is to a certain degree that it's single shot, but I don't know. I mean, I've survived with single shot air rifles for donkey's years, and I you know, yeah, it would probably be nice to have a multi-shot mechanism, but you know, there's a simplicity to this that I really like, and you know, you could argue that by having it single shot and the way that it cocks, etc., etc., it just keeps everything simple and sweet. And if you're like me, a bit of like an electronic philistine who can't stand anything with electronics in these days, cars, guns, etc., etc., this really appeals to me. So you can see it's a beautiful little gun. There is one other disadvantage, and I'll mention that now. So maybe you want to sit down. Is the price? We're going to be selling these at this moment in time. The exchange rate is obviously crap as well. So you're looking at £1,095 for this rifle. Yeah, sharp intake of breath, but I tell you what, when you actually look at the fit, the finish of it, and just the complete uniqueness and character of it, I'm not going to say it's worth every penny, but you know what? Some people will love this rifle for what it is and will be very, very happy to pay for it. We've already sold quite a few, even before we got them, even before we've even reviewed them. So I think there's a real market for them, and I love it. And like I say, Andy, that's just opened it up and put all these bits on it, absolutely loves it, and he's bought one straight away. So I can see this being really, really popular. Okay, that's about it, I think, for this issue. Quickly, just want to say thank you very much for all the phone calls and stuff I've had recently as well. After the after the stuff I've said about FX and the impacts and everything like that, I was a little bit concerned that people were going to get really upset with me about it. But generally, 99% of you, I've had some fantastic response, and I do really appreciate it. I do listen to what people say to me, and I want to thank everybody for sort of sending the emails and stuff like that, saying, you know, good on you for saying stuff, because, you know, that's what we're here for. We're going to tell the truth whether people like it or not. Anyway, that's it for today. If you want to subscribe, obviously you'll get to hear about our videos first, God help you. Next time you see me yabbering on, it'll be after the weekend, after we've tested this out. We're going to go down to Mad Air with it, I think, which is our local range, and they've got a 70-metre outdoor range, so we'll give it a thorough test in there. We'll try and get you a number of shots, etc., etc., and we'll let you know if we can see anything negative as well about it. But so far, this thing is the business. Thank you very much for watching. See you again. Twing.
Sexy, isn't it?
Do you want to go and carry on licking it in the back?
Yes, I should go and blast it in the back.
Right, off we go. Whooshing. £3. They also do one in like, they're doing colours now as well. They're doing like a satin. They're doing like a satin sand, but I want one in gold.
I bet you do.
I thought of a completely gold one, and I'd like a leopard skin scope on top of it. So maybe I'll get Jeff to do one next week for the next video. You're recording again, aren't you? You arsehole. Right, switch it off now.
Yeah, how much are you paying
now
for,
to 3,000 people view it? So you just
I get a refund.
How does that work?
It-
Your viewers are all...
Because how many times did I swear?
Once. No, 3.
Is that all? Let's redo it and I'll swear more.
without